Hey YouTube, it's Redneck Giant here. You won't be able to see me until the end of this video because I'll be showing you some stuff that happened on Dr. Phil today. It's about Romina Gracie. And this shit is kind of funny. You will be hearing me and my friend John, who's also in the video at the end. I have 4 segments I'm going to be piecing together here. And this is going to be a... You're going to like this because he's a real idiot. I swear. You're going to even be hearing my friend John be saying in the background, stupid bitch. It's kind of funny the way he says it, though. So, I hope you all enjoy this video. And please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't yet. So, I shall see y'all in the end of the video.
The video received 2 million views in the first 48 hours after it had been posted. Take a look.
If your boyfriend hits you or beats you up, stay with him. He loves you. Because he's risking for you to press charges on him, calling the police. A guy that's willing to do that for a girl, it's amazing. The other day, my boyfriend gave me a black eye, and it was my fault. The fact that he put his hands on me means a lot to me because that shows me that he cares. After I realized how stupid I was, I got on my knees and I begged him, like, please do not leave me. Like, I'm so sorry for what I did. Like, you gave me an order and I didn't follow it. And now I know not to disrespect him, not to talk bad. I really appreciate your man, and if he hits you, stay with him. He loves you.
Okay. The reaction to this has been... You've had a lot of people go on your site and respond to this. What are they saying to you?
They're being really mean to me. They say I should go kill myself.
But and you say, hold on, I was just misunderstood. Where is this misunderstood?
I mean, because he was risking to go to jail. Like, he could have gone to jail, you know, if I would have pressed charges. Like, not just anyone is going to go to jail for you.
You're an idiot. You're a stupid
so
bitch!
My theory is that because they're willing to put themselves at risk of going to jail or paying fines or whatever, that you must mean an awful lot to them or they wouldn't put themselves in harm's way for you.
Exactly.
And therefore... you must really be loved.
Not anyone is just going to go to jail for you. Not anyone is just going to... It's, you know, they're investing time and money, and it's just a lot. So, like, he must really care.
Do you really believe that, or are you just goofing on everybody?
I really do believe that. Like, I get a lot of messages on my social media asking me for advice, and a lot of girls are like, I look up to you, and I feel like I'm an inspiration to them. They feel the same way.
Your logic is flawed at so many levels that I ordinarily would not give you audience on this platform for 2 seconds, other than the fact that this has been viewed by now over 5 million people, a lot of them young girls, and I am very concerned that the idiotic message that you're putting out there could cause an innocent young girl to put herself in harm's way following that logic and get herself hurt. Okay?
Preach it there, buddy.
I think what you're saying is irresponsible. I think it is ridiculous. Somebody needs to tell you straight up what's wrong with what you're saying. And I can't decide whether you really mean it or this is just attention-getting behavior on your part. The second video Romina posted about a breakup also outraged people. Take a look at this.
I just want to let everybody know that I don't have a boyfriend anymore because he wasn't being me hard enough. So I had to break up with him, like, it just wasn't good enough for me.
I think you are saying this to get attention, which I think you're just doing it. People go on the internet to get attention all the time, and that's fine. And listen, that's
fine.
No,
you're
people
wrong.
Go do stuff. but it's okay unless you're hurting young people to do it.
No, you're wrong, because before this video, I was already, I guess, famous on social media, so...
What were you famous for?
A sports video.
You were saying that a World Cup team should beat the Spurs, right?
Yeah.
You are aware that it's two
And
totally
the
different
Spurs aren't
fucking...
a soccer team, right?
They're a basketball team, you dumb
I know
bitch!
that when I was making it.
So if a girl doesn't follow a guy's orders, then it's okay to hit her.
Yes, because she could have just, like, done what he asked her to do.
You got it, Rick?
Here are some things that you've said. Romina says, people misunderstood me. If he has a reason to hit, it's okay. It's not okay if he's going to beat me or any girl anytime he feels like it for no reason. There has to be a reason. So that's why I said you were being misunderstood. And then you said, no, I didn't say I was being misunderstood. Well, actually, you did say you were being misunderstood. This is straight from your side. People misunderstood me. And I asked you that, and you said, no, I didn't say that. But you did say that. You said people misunderstood you.
Well, I know, but I mean, like I said, if he has a reason to hit you, like he's investing time and money and all that stuff, like, you know, he cares. Like if he just wants to beat you up for no reason, okay, that's not.
But if he's invested time in you, like I put like 10 minutes into you right now, so I can knock you out.
You know?
Okay, here are the reasons that you say a man should hit a woman, according to Romina. If a girl talks back, or if she's initiating the fight, or accusing him of talking to other girls, if she didn't follow his orders, then it's okay to be hit.
Right.
So if a girl doesn't follow a guy's orders, then it's okay to hit her.
Yes, because she could have just, like, done what he asked her to do.
Okay, if you really believe that, then why did you say that when your boyfriend hit you, you caused him to pay you $3,000 so you wouldn't turn him in to the police?
Well, because I pressed charges on him.
Okay, but you settled for $3,000, right? You said I'll drop the charges for $3,000. So he has the right to hit you, but if he does, you're going to charge him $3,000. That just doesn't. I'm sorry. It just doesn't make sense.
Well, no, I just didn't want to deal with like going to court or any of that. Like I pressed charges.
Well, why go to court if he has the right to hit you? Why is it actionable?
Because he's gonna pay me.
What?
He was gonna pay me. Like.
You're a hypocrite.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Girl, you're a big hypocrite. It's like she got on Facebook and said, "Oh, at least I'm stripping for my money. I'm hustling."
Do this, and then when somebody does,
She just
you
came
turn
out.
around to the cops and then jack them for $3,000.
I disagree with that.
You can't disagree with it. It's factual.
I can.
That is what happened, right?
I mean, I guess, yeah.
You say you did get hit. I don't know if you did or didn't, but you say you got hit.
I made a video, like,
Did
after
you say
I got
you
hit.
got hit?
Yes, I did.
And did you say you pressed charges?
Yes.
And did you then say I'll drop it if you give me $3,000?
Yes.
Okay, so those are the facts.
No, he offered me. I didn't ask him. I didn't just say, okay, give me $3,000. He offered me the money.
Okay, you took $3,000.
Yes, I did.
To drop the charges.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so the facts are: you say you got hit, you say you pressed charges, you say you accepted $3,000 to drop the charges.
Right.
But yet you say it's okay to get hit. That's hypocritical.
Okay.
You're telling all your little followers one thing, and then you're going out and cashing in. Romina says she's saving lives, but after seeing some of her other video posts, I need to explain to her what role model really means, because I have a few role models here, and they have a very different opinion of what she might be role modeling and if she really gets what she's playing with here.
If your boyfriend cheats on you, but he lets you know that he cheated on you, like, it's okay. Just calm down. I don't care if you guys like me, if you guys hate me. My self-esteem is way too high to care what you can be.
Define role model for me, by the way. What do you mean role model?
Someone that sets a good example.
You know I'm married, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm married. I've been married for 38 years. This is my wife, Robin. This is what I call a role model, by the way. And Robin is one of the leaders in the fight against domestic violence in America and actually worldwide. She has a foundation, When Georgia Smiled, that's dedicated to the fight against domestic violence. She has an Aspire initiative that's used in schools, the Aspire app. It's been recognized on Capitol Hill and the floor of the United Nations as one of the most meaningful apps in the fight against domestic violence. What do you think about what she's saying?
Oh, wow. I am appalled at what she's saying and very disappointed because she is completely wrong in every way. So in my Aspire initiative, there are 9 warning signs that tell you if you are in an abusive relationship. And this is what all young women and men should know. If you are in a relationship and it's quick involvement, warning sign.
Too possessive, too quick.
Too possessive, too in love, too quick. Extreme jealousy. If he doesn't want you with anyone else but him, warning sign. Controlling behavior, threats of violence, very bad sign. Abrupt mood changes, verbal attacks. If he's with you and he starts breaking objects around you, scaring you like that, really bad sign. If he has the use of force in that argument, if there's history of violence or battery in your relationship or you know there's a history in other relationships, he's an abuser. So all of those signs tells you you are in an abusive relationship.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I said I ordinarily wouldn't have someone saying what you're saying here, but because you've impacted so many people, but I wanted to give the other side of the story, what we think abuse is. Nancy says when she was Romina's age, she was in an abusive relationship. She tried to break up with her ex, but one night, while she was sleeping, he must have really loved her because he doused her with gasoline and then he set her on fire. Also joining us is domestic violence specialist Marissa, who works with teens at Laura's House, a women's shelter in Orange County, California. Nancy, what's your reaction to what you're hearing her say?
I'm astonished. I can't believe it.
How old were you when this was done to you?
I was 19.
You were 19. Mm-hmm. And you were in bed asleep?
I was asleep.
And he doused you in gasoline?
I didn't know he was capable of doing this because he never hit me or called me names.
You think what she's saying to these young girls is putting them in danger?
It's putting them in great danger.
Marissa, what do you have to say?
You know, my youngest victim of dating abuse, Romina, is 10 years old. Do you think that a 10-year-old girl who is in love with her boyfriend deserves to be beaten because she didn't want to eat at the restaurant that he chose?
That's different.
Why is that
No,
different?
it's fucking.
Her age.
Her age? No one ever deserves to be beaten, especially you.
So, is there anything you've heard here today that changes your opinion in any way?
Not really.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to change my opinion.
And you say you're not doing this to get attention?
No.
Okay. Did you tell us that you used to get bad grades in school on purpose just to get attention?
Yes.
Did you ever feel like you took pleasure in seeing your parents kind of freak out?
Yeah.
You thought that was funny or cool? you told us that. So you got their attention that way. I think the attention quotient has been reached.
Why'd you walk up?
Closed captioning provides.
Hello, everybody. welcome to the segment on Redneck Giants channel over here. Today's quotient today is about the Romina Garcia trial by fire, if you will, on Dr. Phil. Now, Ramona, I'm going to post this specifically to you because I actually am going to post this on the page and ask her why the hell she walked off stage. Honey, Dr. Phil McGraw is actually from Texas, from southern Texas, if you will. And being from the South as I am, we pride ourselves in being blatantly honest, so I'm going to be honest with you for a minute, darling. Why the hell did you walk off?
Hold on.
I saw your post on Facebook on your actual channel on Facebook, if you will, your timeline page or whatever it is, and saw it, and you said something about him bringing up your parents. Honey, everything stems from the past. Everything of who you are in the present to who you will be in the future stems from the past. Who I am today stems from what I did in the past, who I was in the past. Who I am in the present will therefore create who I am in the future. Same thing with Redneck Giant over here. Everything stems from the past. Now, I'm not a professional. Sometimes I might not know what I'm talking about, but I can guarantee I'm a better role model towards teenagers and adults and little kids in my area than you will ever be. And I'm 20 years old, honey. I've got the wisdom of a 45-year-old. I have been told that greatly by people older than me, my elders. Some of my elders look up to me. Not look down, look up to me. Your elders right now are looking down at you from what you've posted. It is never okay to hit a woman. Now, in that retrospect, my mother told me the only time it is ever, the one time it is ever okay to hit a female is if your life is in danger. Example given here, if she's got a gun to your head, if she's threatening to cut you and she's got a knife and she's trying to stab you with it and kill you, then it is okay to defend yourself. By U.S. statute, it is the stand your ground law. I'm sure you've heard about it with the, who was it in Florida? Trayvon Martin. The whole Trayvon Martin incident stems to that, the Stand Your Ground Act. It was implemented in the U.S. Congress, the Senate, and voted on by the President. It is an actual thing. That is the only time it is ever okay to lay your hands on a female. The only time. I don't give a shit if you say your boyfriend loves you, that means if he hits you, that means he loves you. That shit don't fly. I don't give a shit. You've seen me post on your site before. I'm under there, John Studdard. You can look my ass up. I have posted on your thing about at least a handful of times, maybe 10 at the most so far, telling you what you're saying is stupid. It's going to get a lot of people, especially young girls who look up to you and consider you an elder and look at you as a role model and a law-abiding citizen, hurt, possibly even killed. Because let's say, for example, a woman's in a bar. She's in a bar one night, she's drinking, having a good time. You know how females do. Same thing with males. Say one guy gets a little too handsy. He breaks a beer bottle. Hits her over he hits her over the head with the beer bottle. Does that mean he loves her? No. You know what that's considered? That's considered assault and battery with a weapon, because a broken beer bottle in any given state, local, federal court is considered assault with a deadly weapon. You can kill someone with a broken bottle. Doesn't matter wine, whiskey, bourbon, Jack, Coke, doesn't matter what it is. You can kill someone like that. On average, it takes 65 pounds per square inch, so 65 psi, to break a human skull. Let's look at this. Quentin Rampage Jackson, UFC MMA fighter, professional. His punch has been clocked in at over 200 psi. He hits you in the head or squeezes your temporal lobes so hard, he will kill you instantly. That will crush your skull. Anyone who's ever professionally done sports, trained MMA, like me and Redneck Giant over here, wrestling, any universal fighting sport, any self-defense mixed martial arts class, because your regular self-defense will not teach you this. They'll just teach you how to defend yourself. But anything with the intent of aggression, you can severely hurt and injure or kill someone with. And what you're saying by this is if a man hits you and even if, let's say for example, you're in a relationship. I know you just got out of one. So let's say for instance, your boyfriend, your ex-boyfriend that you just broke up with, trained in mixed martial arts, hits you across the skull, breaks your skull open. Does that mean he loves you? No. That means he's trying to kill you. You need to think before you talk. That little wire that connects your brain to your mouth, you need to develop it. Because you're seriously going to get someone injured, hurt, or severely killed. Well, okay, severely injured, if you will, my bad, or killed.
I was about to say.
Sorry.
You're kind of going a little fast here, so kind of slow it down a little bit.
It amazes me to this point that society has gravitated towards this. This stuff might have been okay back in,
The 1950s.
1890s, probably 1940s, 1950s-ish.
Anywhere below the 1950s.
But here we are in the 2000s era, if you will. We're going into 2016 next year. We're in 2015 right now. This is the start of 2015. Now, I've been following you on Facebook just to see what other things you post, get a better example just in case, so I'm not flying off the handle and getting things misunderstood or getting things wrong. I'm not a supporter of yours. I'm not. I'd be a supporter of yours if you changed your ways, validated your opinions and whatnot, and actually tried to make it to where you made the world a better place instead of sitting here saying all this mumbo jumbo on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google+, all that other stuff. I don't know if you have all those. I'm aware you have a Twitter and an Instagram and a Facebook, but I don't know about anything else. But if you're sitting on there on these other social media sites saying this kind of stuff, it's just not right. It will never be all right. I don't care who you are. I don't care who your parents are. And speaking of which, speaking of your parents, I saw on Facebook that you posted that Dr. Phil McGraw shouldn't have talked about your parents, but like I said, everything stems from the past. If you're going to fail classes intentionally just to see your parents get upset, trust me, that's not the way to go. That is never alright. Because they're your parents. They're looking out for your best interests. And by you intentionally sabotaging your future, you're making it harder on them. And that's not right. Say, for example, everybody around here, him included, knows I'm from Whitehall, Arkansas. Okay? Yeah, small town country boy. Woo, big woo.
You're not the only one who's a small town country boy.
I know I'm going to get a lot of shit for that, but oh well.
Who cares?
Really, I don't.
You've been getting it for years.
Yeah, 20 years. But still, small town. If I did that shit to my parents the way you did it to yours, I wouldn't have a future. I might not have much of a future now, but you know what? I moved out of my parents' house when I was 15. Gravitated up here to Iowa, moved in with my grandmother. Yes, I still live with my grandmother at 20. Financial hardships. That's called being an adult. I'm saving paycheck to paycheck, living paycheck to paycheck, still doing all that stuff. It's hard. I get it. It's hard being out on your own. But when you're intentionally doing this stuff to sabotage your future and then you're endangering others' lives along with it, that is never okay. And I'm going to keep saying that throughout this entire video because the whole thing, the whole fiasco, it's all a facade for you. I saw you posting pictures on my handy dandy little phone.
Yeah, tiny little fact.
Shut up. But anyway, I saw that picture you posted about all the money. And then you're sitting over there saying you're a stripper and everything and how you're a virgin. Honey, it doesn't matter whether you're a virgin. That's not something you put on social media. Doesn't matter if you're a stripper. Again, I've met strippers, I've been around this country
Alexis,
more
Texas.
times than you have.
Alexis, Texas.
I've been to Canada, Mexico. I've been to almost every state in the continental U.S. excluding Hawaii and Alaska.
Because we ain't going up in there to be ice cream truckers.
My dad's a 19-year retired Marine. My mother's a psychiatrist. Yes, Dr. Phil, too, is a psychiatrist. So you're talking to someone who knows exactly what he's saying. So, well, okay, let me rephrase it. You're listening to someone who knows exactly what Dr. Phil McGraw is saying. On top of that, my mother is a previous truck driver. My dad is a current truck driver. After he got done with the Marine Corps, he got his CDLs. Went across the road. I've been to every state, excluding Hawaii and Alaska. I've been to Canada and Mexico. It doesn't matter whether you're a stripper or not. It really doesn't. Due to the fact that, like I said, I've met tons of them. I've been to bars, Mexico, strip clubs. It doesn't matter. But still, don't put that on social media. And as far as the $3,000 that you got from the settlement with your ex to drop the charges, posting stuff on Facebook that's not true is not okay. It's okay in your world, but here in the reality and the real world, where the adults live and work, it's not okay. Because you're going to post stuff like that. You're going to go to get a job. I don't know what job you have. I don't even know if you're working. But say you go to an employer. You do realize that federal mandate states that they have the right to look at your Facebook. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Google+, all the social media sites that you're on, I'm on, everybody else is on, they have the authority and the God-given right, and there's nothing you can do about it or say against it. Federal mandate states that they can look at it. So say, prime example, where do most kids work at this age? McDonald's, Taco Bell.
Any fast food restaurant.
Yeah, basically any fast food. Burger King, if you will. Say you go in there to an employer. You pass all the background checks, everything. You do this. They look up on your Facebook and they see this stuff, especially the videos that you've been posting. You will not get that job. And they will relay that to other employers. They can't. And it's not called blackballing you either. Trust me, I've gotten blackballed. It's not fun. But my stuff was my own doing. And I will live with that. You, on the other hand, have a bright future if you get your head out of your ass and act right and straighten up. You've got to be a productive adult. Especially with the stuff you post on Facebook, you will not get a job just because of that stuff. You realize you're sabotaging your own future. It doesn't matter whether or not your boyfriend beats you or not. Let's say, for example, you get married and you have kids. You're not going to want to stay at home 24/7 and raise them kids by yourself. Especially when he's the only one working. Trust me, I've seen it. My mother and my dad did it. You're not bringing any source of income. He's not going to want to stay with you long. You're wrecking your love life, your future, any future you have with anybody else because of what you're doing now. Anything you post to the internet stays on the internet. It doesn't matter whether you delete your internet history, your browser history, your data cache. You take the video down. Someone has already shared it and put it somewhere else. That's a gift and a curse of the internet. I've seen pictures that I posted to Facebook back in 2009 when I had a crazy ass haircut, I had my ponytail, and I deleted the pictures. I've seen them post up on other websites as well, like when MySpace was going, I had a MySpace. I've seen them post up on there for my friends and everything, and I never posted them. I deleted them off my Facebook, but yet they still appeared on MySpace.
Because you can save the videos on your phone.
Well, this was back in 2009, back when you couldn't.
Actually, you still could back then.
I didn't have a phone back then, so I really wouldn't.
Yeah, that was because still, I'm proving a point here. You could still do it back then.
But anyway, no matter what you put on Facebook, doesn't matter whether you delete it or not, it is always out there. The source code is always there. And you can ask him. He's seen me run through lines of code. I am a smart cookie. But
What kind of cookie are you?
I'm a chocolate chip, goddammit.
So you're black?
Yeah, you know it. I mean, I'm white, but hell, I guess I might as well be black. I'm wearing a black shirt. But anyway, he's seen me run through the source lines of code. It isn't that hard for me to backdoor hack your system and get in there and find stuff that you've deleted and repost it. It's not that hard, honestly.
Fuck, you see me do it.
You've just got to know what you're doing.
Fuck, dude, you see me run them lines of codes.
So, what you need to do, honey, is think about what you have to say before you say it, and watch what you post. Because, like I've said on your Facebook page before, it's not okay. It's never a-okay. Like I said in the early of this video, the only time you should ever hit a woman is if your life is in danger. And I gave examples of that. Gun to the head, she's about to stab you and kill you, she's got a knife and she's going to stab you, and you know for beyond a reasonable doubt, and all the facts are stated, that you are going to die if you do not handle the situation. That is the only time. Your boyfriend doesn't love you if he hits you, for those that are watching this video on Facebook. It doesn't mean that. It just means he's an insecure little piece of shit, toddler dicked faggot, if you will. And no, that's not relating to the gays out there. I don't care. But it's never okay. And you're sitting there. It's like I was actually sitting here watching Dr. Phil. That was the only highlight of my week. Was I was wanting to see what you would say in response to your videos. Because like I said, Phil McGraw is from Texas. I'm from Arkansas. In the South, we pride ourselves on blatant honesty. Now, if you don't know what blatant means, that means no beating about the bush, no sugarcoating it, telling you straight to your face what's what, telling you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Like, you want to hear me at this point say, well, I am proud that you're standing up for yourself. I totally agree with you. That's what you want to hear me say. What I am telling you, what you need to hear is, you're stupid. You could probably hear me in the video before this that we were recording you on say you're a stupid bitch. You really are. Now, I'm not the one to throw around the B word unless you are being a bitch.
You're a stupid bitch!
But you literally are a stupid bitch. Because you're going on live TV and millions upon millions of people watch Dr. Phil. Going on there and stating your opinion. Now, granted, it's your opinion. Everybody's got one. They're like assholes. Everyone's got one and they all stink. This is my opinion to a Jew. It's the truth, but it's also my opinion. You might have a differentiation of it. Hang on a minute. Let me get my Gatorade. But you seriously need to watch what you say and watch what you post. Because it's stuff like this, and you've gone on Facebook, and I should have sent it, screenshot it and sent it to Dr. Phil, so he could have used it as ammunition towards you.
And Rob Dyke.
And Rob Dyke, YouTuber we watch.
There's a segment on his channel called "Why Would You Put It On That on the Internet?" It is going on to number 90. So
you seriously, and it's like going back to the point I was just making before he chimed in. I've seen the stuff you posted, especially the part where you said that you're doing this all for attention. Granted, you may be getting attention for it. Congratulations.
it ain't a good type of attention either.
But this is not the type of attention you want. If you solved a Rubik's Cube in less than a nanosecond, that would be the attention you want. Granted, it's flimsy,
It's kind of
frivolous, it doesn't mean shit in the real world, but you know what? That's something that will get you in Guinness Book of World Records.
It break the laws of physics.
The only attention you're going to get from this is bad attention. There's this thing called good publicity and bad publicity. This is what you're on right now. Bad publicity. You need good publicity. So, I'm going to turn this over to Redneck Giant over here, and I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I have a feeling I've said all I need to say, and if you haven't gotten the point by now, then you know what? I'm not going to bother addressing you anymore, because obviously it's going to need to sink in further, and you're going to need to be hit by hard reality for it to sink in. So, good luck, God bless, and Godspeed.
Okay, before I even say anything, what the hell are you doing talking about God on my fucking channel? This is a goddamn anti-religion channel.
Then you just said goddamn.
I say it because I fucking can. It's just a fucking saying out there, and it was really stupid.
Sure?
Yeah, we get it. You didn't want him to bring up your family and shit, but no, that's something that had to be brought up. And you know what's funny? He said something way before we even walked off. He said something about 10 minutes before that.
Doing a video.
And it's kind of... I know. It's kind of bullshit. And yes, you are actually a hypocrite. That is the number one thing right there. That's one thing you forgot to mention. Is that you are a major ass hypocrite. That's all I'm going to be saying for now, because we got to wrap this video up. My parents just got home, and I kind of can't be making a video when they're home, because it pisses them off. But, this is the Redneck Giant signing off. Thanks to my buddy Jonathan Studdard over here. Y'all have a good night. Hey guys, if you made it this far, it's the end of the video. All I gotta say right now is you guys gotta admit, what she did on Dr. Phil was entirely stupid. I can't believe that she's like this. I can't believe she believes she's a role model. But yeah, no. Anyways, this is the end of the video. It's probably about to be like 35-40 minutes long from what it is thus far. But I'm just saying this. I'm going to give a kind of a promotion here. I'm going to promote a company that Dr. Phil's wife is a part of. And actually kind of leads. It's called When Georgia Smiles. Look it up. It's pretty good. It's about domestic violence and all that, and gives you all the warnings, all the red flags about a abusive relationship. So look up When Georgia Smiles and everything. It's just it's a good website. Just look them up. And like I said in the video before I put this in, this is Redneck signing off. I really would like to thank my friend John